What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, with here with 44 Radio, and I am excited to do an interview with this young man that is a local basketball prodigy. If I may say prodigy, but the grind is always real, and he is in preparation to try to hopefully make the league. I got Gage Ellis with me. Gage, how you doing today, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I appreciate you having me.
Oh man, I thank you for this time, man. I started following the SC Upstate Redhawks this year because I wanted to kind of do something a little different. Not a lot of people cover minor league sports in Greenville, and I wanted to be one of those ones to kind of cover the sport. And the first thing I noticed when I watched the tape, because I did some editing of the tape, to do my little, weekly highlights, was your highlights popped off I knew when Gage was in the game because it seemed like you took over the game. Was that something that you always did, or that's something that you just started developing now as you started pro?
I mean, that's growing up playing ball. That's just always something that I've always wanted to have. Like when it came down to it, big moments, big possessions, I wanted to be the one. You know what I'm saying, to help send my team to the top, to take my team to the finish line. So that's really been something I've been working on my whole career playing.
Gotcha. We're going to talk a little bit about the SC Redhawks, Upstate Redhawks in just a second because it's a one game in particular that had the gym going crazy. I'll talk about that game in coming up. But I want to start off with your journey, man. When did you know that you wanted to play basketball and play basketball at a high level?
I pretty much figured that out when I started, like when I was just a kid, when I first picked up a ball. My dad and my older brother, my mom, they introduced me to it, and so ever since then, that's just something I always wanted to do. I always been happy doing it, and that's just something, like I said, I just always wanted to do since I was a kid.
So when did you know that, okay, I might have something? Was it middle school? Was it high school? Was you better than everybody else on the court, in the streets? When did you know, like, oh man, I could take this to the next level?
I think I pretty much figured that out. It was around middle school, playing AAU, and then my 8th grade year of middle school, we actually won a championship, and so it was around then when I realized, and plus I also had help from, like I said, my family and other coaches that, you know what I'm saying, I finally sat down, was like, if I was to take this serious and actually put in the work, then yeah, this could take me places.
And it showed. So starting high school, you started off at Greenville High. Shout out to the Red Raiders.
Yeah,
and then
yes,
you
sir.
went to Legacy. Why did you switch from Greenville High to Legacy? What was the thought process behind taking the extra step to the charter school?
The thought process behind it was, the exposure, because up until that point, really, high school basketball, public school, it got some exposure. Like, I can't say it didn't. Really, we was getting exposure off the circuit, the AAU circuit, and going different places, playing in front of college coaches and stuff, playing against other big names. And so it's funny because my head coach at Legacy Charter, when I went over there, that was his first year coaching too. BJ Jackson, he came from side, so that was his first year too. And he was telling us, he was like, yeah, they just wanted to start something new. They want to get over there, build the program up, play on the national schedule, you know what I'm saying, playing some of the top schools in the country. Just besides Greenville County schools, we traveling to go play. And I just wanted to change, man. I was looking forward to the exposure.
And speak about Coach Jackson at Legacy, and you switch it from public school format to charter school format, which you guys, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, you guys don't compete for the South Carolina high school. Are y'all in that region, or y'all like kind of separate, like in your own independent region, because y'all do play so many national games?
I mean, with stuff now, things might be a little different. They might have tweak things, but back back when I first went to Legacy, yeah, we was basically our own little independent school in Greenville, South Carolina, and so we wasn't part of the high school basketball league that was going on here. So that's why we didn't play other high schools around here. But I mean, it was really our own independent charter school, and so we set up our own little national schedule, and we just got things rolling from there.
So talk a little bit about playing nationally with, some of the bigger names in high school basketball during that time. How did that prepare you for the next level?
It helped because it gave me a glimpse of what I was to see. Like I was already seeing big names, tough competition playing AAU, but going back and doing the same thing during high school, it just showed me that okay, this is what I got to get used to doing. Looking at other guys, okay, this is where I want to be, and then it was just getting me ready to go off the school to compete at a high level. It was just getting me ready to compete at a high level.
And you had a pretty good high school career. And so my question is, a lot of guys will come in and say, hey, look, here's my plan. I'm going to play 4 years of high school. I'm going to go D1. Now after D1, I'm going to go to the league. Your story is not quite like that. When did you know that you had to take, that extra year to maybe go to a prep school to kind of refine your game? Talk us through that process real quick.
I mean, I think I pretty much, cause I can't lie and say that wasn't me. I was that kid. I want to come in, play. I want to come in high school, go D1, and then eventually go to the league. But I mean, with life, everything doesn't happen as you plan it. So by the time I got to like my junior senior year of high school, it was really my senior year of high school. I was looking. I felt like personally, I feel like I wasn't ready to go off to my 4 year university yet. So that's why I decided to take another year to go prep so I could try to get my skills sharpened some more, try to get my body right in order to go off until my 4 year. So it's about senior year of high school.
And then with that prep going to prep school, and then your decision to go JUCO, because then again, a lot of guys would have been like, man, okay, I'm doing this prep, then the D1, and it's like, okay, I need to go to JUCO to kind of get to that level. Like, was that the same thought process when you went JUCO, or was it just an opportunity for you to kind of go down there, refine some more, and then in 2 years get to the point where you can play for your university?
It was kind of like the second option. I just used that to go down there, tune up my game some more, and playing JUCO. What most people don't realize about going JUCO, that's really where your talent is, because most of them kids are D1 athletes, but they just maybe didn't have the grades, or they need another year or two to get right themselves. So JUCO, there's a lot of talent in JUCO. So I mean, it's not like I was just down there just playing against just anybody. Like I was in one of the toughest leagues, like between Texas and Florida. That's really the toughest leagues in the JUCO division. So I was in one of the toughest leagues, and so it just helped because now I know, like, I'm in college now, and now I know that these are the type of dudes that I'm going to see night in, night out. So it was just a learning experience, and it helped me to be able to play at my 4 year when I got there.
And then you kept grinding, and you
Hmm.
end up getting a scholarship to Anderson University to play, continue on your college career. Why choose to come back to the Upstate to finish your career? Because in Florida, I'm pretty sure you had some offers down in Florida as well to continue your basketball career.
I mean, yeah, I did, but at that point, I just wanted to come home. Like, I was away. I've been away 2 years. My family hasn't seen me play in 2 years, and so I just want to come back closer to home where I can see my friends and family, and and everybody be able to come watch me play. So it'd be easy for everybody.
And and I think that worked out because you had a pretty successful career at Anderson University, and you graduate, so you have a decision to make.
Yes, sir.
What was your options on the table when you finished playing at Anderson University? Talk a little bit about your thought process to get to where you are right now.
Well, actually, when I had finished playing, but I still had another year of school left to do. So at that point, after the season, I was just contemplating on, do I want to come back and finish this last year and get this degree, or do I want to go ahead and pursue this pro career overseas? And so as I sat around, I thought on it, I just decided just to go back to get my degree, because I know the ball not gonna bounce forever. So having my degree, you know what I'm saying, that puts me in the door. That gives me a step. And plus it made my mom happy. And so that's all I ever want to do is make her happy.
Wow. And then so that's when you hooked up with the SC Upstate Redhawks, correct?
Yes, sir. That's right.
So talk a little bit about if people don't know who is the SC Upstate Redhawks. They are a team in the East Coast Basketball League. They're a minor league basketball league. So I want you to kind of talk about the organization and also just the level of play from going from college to playing it for the Redhawks in the East Coast Basketball League.
I mean, for one, the organization, we're definitely on the rise. Like the Redhawks, they came a long way already, and it's only up for them at this point. They got, with Q being the head coach, he has his head on right, and he has a good vision for this program in the future. So, and I believe in that. I bought into that. And so we was hoping to get things rolling again, but due to COVID, they ended up shutting the league down. But I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. Even though it was a short season, I enjoyed my experience. My teammates were great. We all clicked and bonded. And I mean, it was just great. And we was definitely we was getting the momentum, and we was going to keep it rolling. But I mean, stuff just doesn't happen like that.
It's very unfortunate COVID-19 happening, but I felt like you guys were a young team, and I thought that you stood out. So I was like, this brother is not going to stay here long. So with COVID-19, has that stopped opportunities for furthering your basketball career, or because of COVID, everything kind of shut down, but there's still offers on the table? Is everything shut down for you right now because of we in the pandemic?
I'm not gonna say stop. It didn't completely stop it. Yeah, it held it up, hesitated a little bit, but I'm not gonna say stop, because I mean it's still, I still know people that are still signing, you know what I'm saying, contracts to go overseas when all this is over. So I'm not gonna say it stopped my opportunity. I'm just still waiting on my opportunity to come.
So are you planning on coming back to the Redhawks for next season, or is that still up in the air depending on how everything fall once you graduate?
I mean, honestly, I just graduated, by the way.
Congratulations.
Last month. I appreciate it. Made it official last month. But honestly, if I'm still here, then yes, I will continue to play. But I mean, talking with head coach Q before the season even started, I told him what my head was. I was like, I need some recent film. I'm trying to stay in shape, continue building my skill set. And he believed in me, and he felt like that I really could have gone somewhere after this season. So I know we on the same page that if an opportunity comes up for me to leave, then yeah, I'm gonna take it. And he wants me to take it. He won't want me to turn it down just to come back, just to play with him. Even though I'm pretty sure he would love to, but he would want me to take it. And so, but yeah, if I'm still here next season when everything opens back up, then yeah, I will 100% play again.
And that's the unfortunate thing about playing, minor league basketball, especially with an organization like the SC Upstate Redhawks. It's like once you start to get good, you're not supposed to stay there. You're supposed to continue to move forward, either with the G League, either with overseas, or even Canada. There's so many different options that you can do. But that's one in particular game I want to come back to as far as the SC Upstate Redhawks. I think that you guys were phenomenal as far as just the energy of the game, and a lot of people would be surprised that the pace of the game is a lot quicker than what you think. It's like almost it's like it's a step above college in the sense of those guys like that. You think that those just minor league basketball. Like, no, these dudes can actually play. And I think y'all was playing either the Charlotte Tribe. It was in Greenville, and I remember the last play. I think you hit like a it was a mid range to go ahead to win, and everybody went crazy. And then they had the referees messed that game up and gave them more time than what they were supposed to, and they came back and made another shot, but we ended up winning. Just talk about your memories of the season. I know it was a short season, but talk about your memories of the season, man. Just I know from game to game that I saw you at home, it seemed like stuff was clicking. So could you just talk about the memories of the season?
I mean, it was like you said, it wasn't long. It's a short season, but I mean, it was a good one. Like I said, I came in and my teammates that have already been playing there for a couple seasons or two, like they accepted me with open arms. And like I said, we just bonded. And so like the games we won, yeah, it was great. Like and there was still some games in there that we lost, but I mean, it wasn't like we started blaming each other or whatever. We just found a lesson in our losses, and we was trying to turn them into wins.
Gotcha.
I mean, overall, it was great.
Gotcha. So you still working out, still being prepared for any opportunity, correct?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to stay ready so I won't have to get ready.
Man, and this is one thing I like, man. I think that my last couple questions is, what do you have to say to the young man that is trying to grind it out to one day get an opportunity? He may be like, man, Gage, man, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. I got skills. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would your advice be to that young man that may think that he's ready but has no idea the road it takes to get there?
Well, the first thing I can say, bro, is keep pushing, because at times you're gonna hit adversity. And there's gonna be times where it seems like nothing's going your way and that you should just quit and hang it up. And that's the time where you have to get yourself together, and that's where you have to push harder than ever to get through that. And at the end of the tunnel is always a light at the end of the tunnel. So you keep pushing, and eventually your time is going to come. So just keep working, stay humble, stay focused on the goal and what you want to do, and anything is possible.
I think so much, man. I think that you're right, and I think that your head is on the right place, and I think that your game, you can tell when people just watching them that, man, look, this person is going to another level, whatever that level is. And, I feel like, man, you weren't going to be here for long at all. And if selfishly, I would love to see another season, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you got to do what you got to do. And I know that you'll not only make Greenville proud, but the state of South Carolina proud, because look, man, like we need more brothers like you that are, hey, look, I didn't make it to the league, but I'm still grinding, versus them quitting. So, man, so I hope they have the season next year. I mean, we have enough time. The season starts in January or in the springtime, so we got plenty of time to start. But I just pray that, man, like whoever is watching this, that they can see that, look, there are options. There's a lot of great basketball players here in Greenville that don't even know about the Redhawks that can give them a shot. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, these other teams, they're getting players that have college experience, that are the level is always going up in the East Coast Basketball League. So, man, Gage, man, where can people follow you at, brother?
I mean, I'm on Twitter. You can follow me at Twitter at Life of Gudda, GUDDA, and I'm on Instagram at Gudda864, GUDDAA864.
Hey, and like I said, this brother's going places. So before you try to hit him up, before you try to hit this man up for some money or some tickets, just know Lucky Murray had him on first on 4-4 radio. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody to say, oh, I've been on this brother. You know what I'm saying? I seen this man play, and I'm like, yo, this dude gonna go, man. But it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray here, 4-4 radio. I'm with Gage Ellis. He's currently, as of right now, today, the member of the SC Upstate Redhawks, or minor league basketball team in Greenville, South Carolina. But tomorrow he might be overseas somewhere. But follow me everywhere you go. But until next time, people.